We hear a lot about cybersecurity certifications, but it feels like a new one pops up every week. What makes one the actual industry standard versus just another line on a resume? Is there something that functions like the bar exam for the digital world?
That is the perfect way to put it. And the answer is yes, there really is a bar exam, and it's called CompTIA Security Plus. It's not just some private company's course, it's genuinely the global benchmark.
We're looking at CompTIA Security Plus, which is widely considered the pinnacle of entry-level cybersecurity. It's ISO 17024 compliant and is actually a requirement for the U.S. Department of Defense under Directive 8140. With over 2.3 million exams delivered, it's clearly the industry's go-to standard for proving you're ready for the field.
Exactly, and that Department of Defense stamp is the real clincher. It means the certification isn't just a piece of paper, it's a verified security clearance for your skills that regulators and governments worldwide actually trust. In a world of self-taught hackers, this is what separates having a hobby from having a career.
So it's the gold standard for trust, but what exactly does security look like in 2024? Let's dive into the actual technical toolkit this certification provides. The course covers a massive range of technical ground, everything from identifying malware and social engineering to managing data security across mobile and cloud platforms. You're learning to configure network parameters, manage certificates, and even physically secure a facility.
It's that hybrid focus that stands out. They aren't just teaching you how to protect a desktop computer, they're teaching you how to secure the entire ecosystem, including things like IoT and operational technologies that many people overlook. Security used to be about building a high wall. Now it's about securing the 1,000 tiny doors from the CEO's smartphone to the smart thermostat in the lobby.
Right, because the syllabus specifically highlights things like vulnerability assessment tools and incident response. It seems to be moving beyond just building walls.
You've nailed the aha moment. The job isn't just preventing attacks anymore. It's building a system that knows exactly how to react and recover when an attack inevitably happens. It's a shift from IT maintenance to active threat hunting.
It's a comprehensive defensive playbook, but even with the best tools, you need a strategy, which brings us to the brain of the operation: governance and risk. Beyond the tech, there's a huge focus on the management side: risk analysis, legal compliance, and business continuity planning. It's designed to help professionals recommend and implement actual security solutions that fit within a company's legal and operational framework.
This is where it gets real. It's not just about can you code, but do you understand the law, and can you train the rest of the staff to not click that phishing link? A great security expert doesn't just stop hackers, they ensure that even if a disaster happens, the company's heart keeps beating. They can walk into a boardroom and answer the real question: if we get hit, are we going out of business?
It's about the big picture, protecting the organization's reputation and its future. So, if we were to boil it down, what are the absolute key takeaways here?
I think it comes down to four things. First, it's that global credibility. Being accredited by ISO and approved by the U.S. Department of Defense makes it a non-negotiable standard. Second, it's the focus on modern hybrid defense, covering everything from the cloud to your phone. Third, it teaches the full life cycle of security skills, not just prevention, but also detection, response, and recovery. And finally, it connects the tech work to the business strategy, covering things like law, compliance, and risk management. It bridges that gap.